In this video, I'm going to tell you why the low content and no content book business is a fantastic business model that could make you enormous profits in the future. My name is Paul Miles and I do videos on how to make it, keep it and grow it, and that's your money I'm talking about. Now if you like videos like that, then hit the subscribe button and smash that bell to receive notifications as and when I produce more videos like this. So I'm going to tell you why the low content book business is such a good business model. And it's because you're creating a digital inventory or inventory, however you prefer to say it. So it's a digital inventory, which means you're creating this collection of digital products that could keep making you money year after year. It's very much like, say, a rock star or a band that produces songs. They produce these songs, they produce a catalogue of music which can allow them to continue making sales year after year. I mean, you hear of pop stars who 20 years later, they're still receiving huge royalties from their songs. One that comes to mind is Sting, Every Breath You Make, which he receives a ridiculous amount of royalties per year for that song. But that's by the by, that's just a side note. People that create patents, again, for the right patent, can receive royalties for years and years to come. Now, the beauty of a digital inventory is that you don't have to store it anywhere. It doesn't cost you anything to store it on Amazon. It doesn't take up any space. And once created, it just sits there. And you create this like an army of soldier ants all out there working for you, each notebook, each low content book. And you've got to think about your future self. Think about you at, say, 70, 80 years old. As an older person, you could be producing something now that could be helping that person in 10, 20, 30, 40 years, however how long it takes you to reach that age. So what you do now could be helping you in years to come, could be helping that older person, which I suppose is quite a philosophical thing to think about. But you could, with this business model, be receiving an income till the day you die, or until Amazon goes bust, whichever comes first. So it's quite an amazing business opportunity to get into, and there's not many other business opportunities that I can think of that are like that are so accessible, that are so easy to get going with. It's, you don't need lots of money to set up. You don't need any huge, amazing skills. I mean, I started this without any design skills. I didn't know how to use Adobe Illustrator or Photoshop. I didn't know how to create an interior. But these things you can learn. It doesn't cost you anything. And you can learn it pretty quickly as well. I mean, you can be up and running. Well, I mean, you could be up and running straight away. You could produce a book. If you're starting off initially, probably, learn a few of the tools unless you know how to use them already. But within an hour, couple of hours, you could create a notebook. It may not be the most fantastic looking book, but you could create something that could be up and published on Amazon within a couple of days, depending on how long it takes them to publish. Sometimes it can be 24 hours, sometimes it can be up to 5 days as it is at the moment. So it's such an accessible business to get into, which has the potential for you to create long-term income, long-term wealth. So that's why I think low content books are a great business model. Now I want to ask you a question, and if you want to answer, leave your answer in the comments below. And it's something I was thinking about. How long would you go without pay if you knew that the work you were putting in had the potential to give you a lifelong income? Now I'm not saying it's a certain lifelong income, but the potential lifelong income. How long would you do that for with no pay, full time? Would you spend a month doing it, 2 months, 3 months, a year? I mean, because you've got the risks, you've got the uncertainty of not knowing 100% whether it's going to work. You'd have to have a way of covering your lifestyle over that time period, whether you can move in with parents, move in with a friend, or have money stashed away to help fund you over that period of time. I mean, it's a big risk, isn't it? It's a big gamble. So how long, if you were thinking about doing that, how long would you realistically be able to do, realistically be able to risk in order to potentially produce a lifelong income that would cover your expenses for the rest of your life? Okay, well, I hope you found this video useful. Remember to subscribe. Click the subscribe button down below and hit the bell, and also give it a thumbs up if you like it. That's it for now, and I'll speak to you again soon. Bye bye.